Mutual Jackedums and check it out because Chewy, I'm a hot nigga. Like I talked to Shiesty when I shot niggas. Now, Bobby Shmurda is actually definitely moonwalking away from those sentiments. He pretty much showed up in court. He said, Your Honor, I am not no goddamn savage. I am not no goddamn hot nigga. I am a innocent little boy. And to keep it real, the reason why I'm locked up, the police, they're racist. The police, they set me up. Free the guys. Black Lives Matter. Okay? So Bobby Shmurda really showed up for one of his charges. If you don't know, there's like 3 big charges he's facing, right? Conspiracy, that's tying him to a criminal organization, what they're calling GS9. They're saying these people were chasing the ops, they were smoking on packs, they were killing, they were selling drugs, they were doing everything. So if one person is guilty in that organization, everybody who has ties to it is guilty of conspiracy because you all somehow helped out and conspired to commit crimes, right? So that's a big charge. He'll be going to court in May for that. However, he has 2 other charges that are kind of hanging over his head that could still have him in there for a couple of years. We're talking about a gun charge and drugs charge. Basically, when they ran down on Bobby Shmurda at Quad Studio, he was trying to leave in a vehicle. They stopped the vehicle. They ran up in there. They said he had a motherfucking duffel bag with guns. Could you imagine this shit? A motherfucker with a duffel bag of guns? So they said they found a couple guns in that, and they found drugs on him too, okay? Now, Bobby Shmurda is trying to get that gun and drug charge out of here. He says, Your Honor, I ain't got no drugs. These drugs ain't mine. Basically, he's saying the cops planted it on me, right? He's trying to make a point to the court. And if we don't realize, our entertainer recently, Lil Reese, the Grim Reaper, out of Chirac, he actually successfully beat a case where he claimed the cops planted the gun on him, right? He said he ain't had no gun, the cops planted it on him, they went to trial, and they could not find that he was actually the one who had the gun in the first place. So it worked for him. So basically, Bobby Shmurda is trying to claim the same thing. He's trying to say, yo, how y'all know these guns are mine? How you know that they ain't planted on me? So he's trying to get reasonable doubt that he could get off this charge. That's pretty much what it is. But what he wanted to do is use the personal records and also like police records of these guys who arrested him to prove that these guys, they're fucking liars. Apparently and allegedly, one of these guys lied before in a police report and then confessed to lying. Not only that, these guys usually, or it is said, they picked on Bobby Shmurda by every time they came around the block. They harassed him and his friends, and they had something against Bobby Shmurda. Also, they're trying to prove as well, these guys, they're racist. They only fuck with minorities. Now, the judge said, fuck no. You guys are not going to be going through the police, personal records, and history files because that ain't got nothing to do with Bobby Shmurda. Now, Bobby Shmurda's lawyers argue, no. This has everything to do with Bobby Shmurda. So you mean to tell me if we have a racist on the force who's a liar and who picks on minorities, especially the people we have here before us, you're telling me that these guys' word could be trusted against Bobby Shmurda? But basically, the judge sided with the prosecutor and said, we're not going to be digging into their past. You know what that tells me, man? And it's really an indictment against the court and the legal system in general. The court, right, is always going to get the back of the prosecutor who brings the cases to the court, right? And I'm talking about in less obvious ways, right? They're not going to just say, oh, we see that's the truth, well, we're going to go here. However, if they're going to lean on somebody for the benefit of the doubt, they're going to lean on the prosecutor. Who does the prosecutor lean on? The investigators or the detectives, right? Who does the detectives kind of lean on? They lean on the police officers, right? The regular police officers who are just standard cops. So basically, everybody leans on everybody. So had they said, oh, okay, you could use their personal records to make your case that these guys can't be trusted in this case because of their past, everybody who got locked up by these cops ever would be coming out of the woodworks to say, hey, what about me? These are the same line cops. They locked me up for a gun. If they can't be trusted in Bobby Shmurda's case, how the fuck could they be trusted when they said that shit about me? So basically, I think the judge, or really the court, threw this out or denied the motion really, just to kind of set a precedent. We're not going to have y'all fucking with the cops because the cops are basically what hold everybody in fucking jail, which is kind of crazy. But if somebody was lying, which we don't know, who knows if Bobby Shmurda had the gun? Maybe it was planted on him, or maybe he really did have a gun and he's just trying to finesse the system. Who knows? But his main case will be in May, and we'll see the outcome of the conspiracy charge because that's the one that's holding 25 years over his head. Get in the comments, make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe. What do you guys think about this? Bobby Shmurda tried to use the police records against them and basically say they set him up. The judge ain't buying it. Not right now. Get in the comments, make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe. Come on.